What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Casper's Kicks once again. Appreciate y'all for stopping in and checking out the channel as always. So today for y'all, I do have an early review, and that is over the Air Jordan 4 Craft Medium Olive, which is set to drop November 18th. Retail price on these is $210. So we got like a little less than a month before these drop. Now, this is not the first Air Jordan 4 Craft that we've gotten this year. We had one back in February, and that was the Photon Dust colorway, and I don't think I ever copped a pair of those. I tried, but as y'all know, 4s have been like the hyped Jordan right now, so they're not always the easiest to get, but hopefully this one's not as difficult to get compared to some of the other Jordan 4s that we've had. Of course, y'all know they produce a bunch of these, so hopefully copping these is not too difficult. But like I mentioned, I do have these with me today. Now, before we jump into the video, I do want to give a quick shout out to my guys, Perfect Fit Kicks and Kamikaze Kicks on Instagram. If you need early pairs, if you need early shoes that released, or whatever you may need shoe related, go ahead and hit them up on Instagram. They will get you what you need. Alright, now starting off with the review, of course, we got to jump straight to the box. And these do come with special boxing. Now, like I've mentioned in several of my videos, I love when they switch up the boxes on these 4s. They've done a really good job with making the box similar to how the shoe color is, so they continue to knock that out the park. But as you see, you have Flight written up the top with the vanilla Jordan Jumpman logo right there in the middle. And then just all the way around the olive colorway around the entire box. And then there's the bottom. And then as you did see, there is texture on the top of the box too. Now going to the label reads Air Jordan 4 Retro SE Craft. The colorway is medium olive and pale vanilla. This is a size 12 in men's, and like I mentioned earlier, retail price on these is $210. Release date November 18th. And if you're planning on getting these, I will go true to size, or whatever you normally buy your Jordan 4s in. I normally just go true to size, and that always works for me. Now going to the inside of the box, you got an olive colored interior on the top of the lid. And then paper-wise, you do have 2 sheets of paper. So one just regular white piece of paper, and then you have the speckled paper that we give with a lot of the Jordan 4s as well. And then continuing on to the rest of the box, that is the rest of the inside there. You do have the YDM sticker on these as well. Alright, now let's jump to the shoes. So once again, the Air Jordan 4 Craft Medium Olive, and I'll give you a quick 360 on these. And then we can jump into it. Now, these are rather interesting in my opinion. There are a mixture of materials on these, hence the craft name. So you have like a suede, you have leather, you have some various textile materials on here. So it's a pretty interesting shoe. But we're going to start off with the outsole. So on the outsole, you do have 3 or 4 different colors. You have that olive, the white, the vanilla right there on the Jordan Jumpman logo. You have black, and then under the toes, you do have another spot of vanilla. And then going up to the midsole, you have a sail midsole, visible air unit there. You do have black on some portions of the midsole. And then wrapping around, you just see that piece of olive coming up from under the outsole. And then just continuing wrapping all the way around. Of course, like I mentioned, sail midsole, visible air unit. So just all the way around. Now, how I mentioned there are different materials. This is where you start to see it is at the upper. So like I mentioned, you have like a suede, like a really hairy suede, a more smoother suede. You got some leather. So I'll just kind of break it down for you as we go. So around the toe box there, you do see more of like a rough suede that goes all the way around the toe box. And I like how they have different shades of olive on here. I think it gives it a nice touch on this shoe. So as you see, like you have more the darker green here, darker olive, and a lighter one here. And so that just continues all the way around with that hairy or rougher suede all the way around, as you see there, around the ankle. And then on top of the toe box is more of like a smoother suede, or like a nubuck maybe. But as you can see, as I move my finger over it, it does go with the flow that I'm rubbing the material into. But that does wrap all the way around, as you see that darker color towards the back there, and then back on this side as well. Now, one piece that I did find cool with this one is the wings on here. They are in leather. It's that black leather right there. So I thought that was a pretty interesting touch. Even the eyelets are not leather. They're more of that plastic material, but the wings are leather, which I thought was pretty cool. So that's on both sides right there. So black leather, and I think it does have a nice, yeah, it has a nice little tumble to it. It almost looks like a cracked leather, but it's not. Just a nice tumble on there. Now, one cool feature that I did notice with these, and it probably happened on the Photon Dust 4s, but since I didn't get them, I didn't see it. Normally we have like a mesh paneling here on 4s, but you don't have that black mesh on there. It's actually just one material. Is I guess like that textile material that's right there, but it's really different on there just to see something other than that paneling that we normally get. That's on both sides of the shoe. And then even right here by the tongue, or the beginning of the tongue, you see that right there as well. So just an interesting touch on these, something different that I've never seen before, like I mentioned, because I didn't have the first Craft 4 that came out earlier this year. Now going to the ankle tab, you have the black tab there, and then you have that vanilla Jordan Jumpman, the same one that we saw on top of the box as well. So that's on the back of the shoe. Now going to the laces, you do have olive colored laces. No additional laces with these that I'm aware of. I don't think they came with any. Yeah, no additional laces with these. Most 4s don't come with additional laces, but I would rock the olive laces with these. Going to the tongue, you have a black tongue tag, vanilla Jordan Jumpman with flight written out on underneath. That is on top of there, and then the rest is that olive colorway on the outside. Alright, so that is everything on the outside of the shoe. So let me show you all the inside. So starting off with the shoe tree, paper shoe tree with these. And then going to the insole, black insole, vanilla Jordan Jumpman logo there. And of course you do have the side sticker on these as well. And then on the back side it is black as well. Alright, so let me go to show you all the other shoe. And then I can show you all the production date on these as well. So just a quick 360 on this pair. And there are no differences in these two. They look pretty much exactly the same. Material wise, they may feel a little different or look a little different just because the materials aren't always the same, but the look is the same on these shoes. So that is E360 on these. Now, like I mentioned with the production date and the rest of the inside, so these do have a black sock liner on the inside of there. So black sock liner. This is a shoe I took the insole out, which is why you don't see it in there. And then of course on the back of the tongue, you do have the Air Jordan tag in white. And that is right there. Now, production date on these is, let me see, March 15, 2023 to August 2nd, 2023. So earlier this year when these were made, but not too long ago, actually, considering we're just in October. So, yeah, not too long ago. Now, overall, that is everything with this shoe. How are y'all feeling about this shoe? I think, honestly, this is a really nice fall-themed shoe with the olive colorway. I think it fits really well at this time. So I'm happy that these are dropping now. I will be trying to cop a pair of these. I don't have too many olive colored shoes and I love wearing Jordan 4s, so I will try to add these to the collection. But I can see these doing very well, and I can see a lot of people interested in them. So let me know how y'all feel about them. Are you planning on copying these? Are you going to pass on them? How are you feeling about the Air Jordan 4 Craft Medium Olive? And if you copped the Photon Dust Craft 4s earlier this year, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the Photon Dust or do you prefer these? I know the Photon Dust was a little bit lighter of a color compared to these, so you'll get some differences between the two if you like one or the other. So just let me know in the comments how y'all are feeling about these. Are you planning on copying them? Are you going to pass on them? What are your thoughts on these? But overall, that is everything that I have for y'all. Appreciate y'all for stopping in and checking out the channel as always. If you haven't already, go and subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, turn on all the notification bell so you can stay up to date when I post new content. As always, y'all know whenever I get a new review in, I will drop that video for y'all ASAP, so just stay tuned to the channel. But once again, enjoy the rest of y'all week. Stay safe and stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.